Hey everyone, my name is Peyton, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can do displacement or tessellation on a landscape material that you have. As you see here, what I am using is basically just a height map of my ballast / gravel to drive the displacement in the actual landscape using Nanite and getting all of these results. I also have it set up with a blend and working with all of my different materials. So yeah, very simple to set up. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to take the landscape that we have here. This is of course before we've added anything and achieved the final result, and turn that into what you just previously saw. So what we're going to start off with is we need to add the displacement itself to the actual shader. So I'm going to go and find the landscape, and I do have it set up as an instance, so I can just basically go in and find that original landscape material, the master material for it. And I have some videos too that I'll drop down below in the description that go over some landscape building a little bit further. But basically I'm using the landscape layer blend to achieve my just different results of the layers and how I'm blending them together. We do need to just basically very quickly go ahead and duplicate all three of these. Reason being is because since I do want it to almost displace all of the exact same materials that we already have, which I have a dirt, my gravel, as well as my grass as well, then yeah, basically I just need all three of those. So I'm going to start off by bringing in those height maps so I can go over to my textures. And let me just dock this real quick, just temporarily. And yeah, so my first one, my top one is my grass. So I just need to find my actual grass height. I can throw this in here real quick. And then going down to the layer dirt, I'm using dirt A right now for my height. So I'll throw that in there. And then this is of course that ballast that we are kind of looking at already. So I'm going to throw that in there. So it has a pretty decent height map. Here you go. Not the best, but overall it does have a lot of depth to it. So I think that'll work out. And really quickly, I'm just going to connect up the correct locations to all these. So this one will go over to the ballast, which is there. The grass one, which is right here, will be going to see this one right here. And then lastly, my dirt should be going up here. So there we go, and can hit, do need to plug this in real quick. So this is going to go into our material at the displacement location, but what you see right now of course is this is not enabled. Reason being is because we need to select this, which is the material attributes, and then go down here and find Nanite. We need to turn on tessellation. So when we do that, you're going to see that displacement is now feature enabled. And then eventually we are going to adjust these values here as well. So what we can do now is plug displacement into our already set up blends. There we go. And so now we have the proper tiling, we have the proper location, using the same exact blends as the other materials. We should be able to hit apply and soon get a result in game. So really quickly, I'm just going to exit out of this. You'll see that my shaders are being prepared, and you won't notice too many differences happening in game so far. One of the reasons behind this is because our landscape plane itself is not actually displacing. So what I need to do is turn on the Nanite capabilities of the landscape itself, because by default it's not on. So I'm clicking on my landscape, as you see here, the ground, and then you'll see that as you scroll down, you'll find under Nanite, there is enable Nanite. I want to check that box on. And then one more thing is that it now needs to be rebuilt. So I'm going to rebuild the data for that. It's going to now go and look pretty crazy. The reason why is because of that magnitude of displacement that I was talking about a second ago. So does mean that it's working though. We're seeing it in game. That's a good sign. Now we just need to get it honed in. That way it's not, of course, going crazy with it. So gonna go back down here. Magnitude is currently at a 4. We can tell this is pretty extreme, so I'm probably gonna go down to like a 0.1 and see how that looks. So can hit apply and see that, yeah, it's still pretty tall, honestly, but now we are getting, if I just move this off to the side real quick, now we are getting, you know, a pretty decent amount of displacement. It is displacing every single sort of stone that I have in that material. And yeah, we're getting some pretty solid results overall with the height there. So what I will need to do though is, I think it's still too much. So I might even go down to a 0.04. Let's go here, because that height map that I put in is pretty strong, honestly. So yeah, just gonna come down to playing around with that a bit. And yeah, this is not too bad. Definitely getting a lot more depth to it. So let's try 0.3, see where that runs. Yeah, that's not too bad. I might, of course, go back and actually adjust the height map itself. But let's say that we just close out of this for now. This should be most of the things all set up. And yeah, there is for optimization purposes, there is a displacement fade. If you want to be able to basically fade it out sooner than it currently is when it comes to the distance away from the camera and all. But yeah, that's just an extra feature just right down here. But I'm gonna close out of this and go back to our scene. So now you see that we have displacement on our stones. So the actual gravel pieces are displacing. We're already getting some nice like kind of variation where it's working with some of these models pretty well. And we're just getting a lot more depth in there. So additionally, like since we set up all of those materials, it is not just the rock that is being displaced, it is also my dirt and my grass. Now, of course, my dirt and my grass have a much lower actual sort of like, the height map is way simpler. And so, yeah, you're not getting as much as this. So that's why it's a lot more toned down. Realistically, we'd want to balance both or all of the height maps out to where they would evenly be able to sort of just work in a way to, yeah, feel a bit better. So, but do have displacement on all of the items now that are in here, which is pretty nice to see. And you can also see if I go to up to lit and then go to Nanite visualization, if I were to go to the triangles or so, it's pretty insane, of course. But yeah, this is the Nanite displacement. You can see how it's actually creating those forms and all as well in here, and giving you the geometry that you're looking for when it comes to the displacement itself. So yeah, pretty insane, and great visualizing here as you're using some of the Nanite tools for stuff like this. But would definitely want to set this up as well with a just a distance fade. That way I don't have to worry about as much with optimization and everything, because realistically a lot of times with, you know, similar to tessellation, parallax in previous like Unreal, as well as just workflows overall, is that you really just only need it around the character. You know, most of the stuff in the distance is going to be silhouette focused, but you don't need your materials to have like tessellation from far away. So yeah, I can turn this on real quick and hit apply, and hopefully that'll help out with some of that optimization as well. So a couple of these things too. Let's see, start fade size pixels. And yeah, basically I could, I'm trying to see a bit more aggressive, 4 and 0.5, hit apply. And occasionally you might need to come back and rebuild the data on this if things have changed, just on your landscape to make sure that it has the proper results. But yeah, basically we have now displacement on terrain. and I think it is working pretty well on this landscape. So I'll probably, of course, hone in some of the other values that are playing with this mixture of like my AO, also like the lighting, making sure that it's working properly. But I can play from here with my character, and we are getting basically our displacement on our landscape now, which is really awesome to see. So yeah, hope you found this helpful. Of course, like I said, I will link down below some additional videos covering landscape, as well as just displacement with some materials if you'd like to check those out. If you enjoyed this video, of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button for watching future videos similar to this as they come out. And yeah, feel free to check out my Patreon or with my YouTube membership here if you're interested in some bonus content or features. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. All right.